All right. Hello, everybody. How is it going? So good to see you. Right now, we are going to be looking at the work for the week of 5458. There's 3 weeks, including this week, left in school. So if you have not yet turned in stuff and you're kind of dragging your feet, you only have 3 more weeks. So turn in your stuff, okay? My shirt, I like this shirt. You can't see it. It's got little surfers on it. Even though that looks like a rocket ship, it's actually a surfer. So it's a good shirt. It's 3 little surfers. But yeah, so good shirt. So my week this week, how's it going? So this picture is from Zion National Park. I had to run up this hill really quickly and was like low-key terrified a mountain lion was going to attack me. I'm also really super struggling for air, which is, as you can see, in my very flared nostrils, which I did not realize till after I'd taken the picture and I got back to the car. I was on this is from a really long road trip that I went on last summer. I was with a couple friends and we were driving from Colorado to Vegas, and it was already a really long trip. But then we took an hour and a half out of our way to go here. And so it was just like a mission trying to get there. But like, it was really one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. You can't really tell from the picture, but those rocks are way redder in the background. Like it was like way, like they're kind of like really washed out in the picture. But it was really beautiful, really like worth the going out of the way. So yeah, but it was just also like just climbing up this hill. Like I parked on the like a shoulder of the road where it was like not necessarily supposed to potentially be there forever, but I did. And so I was like climbing up this little hill, and it was like I'm gonna get eaten by a mountain lion, and it was quite funny because I was so scared. So we're coming to the close of the year. You are all doing great. I'm so proud of you. My week wasn't too bad. I got a haircut. Got to do the hair from my, there we go. Sometimes struggle with the directions. From my brother and sister-in-law. My brother did the shaving and my sister did the cutting. So I'm glad I got my hair cut, got my hair did. It was necessary. I mostly, just in my free time, have been watching The Office and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I also listened to a couple of audiobooks while I'm playing a video game, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, just really just trying to stay sane and take care of myself, like you guys should be doing. Do things that make you feel good. I've been going for runs. Got up to a 4-mile run. That was pretty hard. So just trying to stay a little bit in shape, trying to stay a little bit active, trying to stay safe. So yeah, so just take care of yourselves. Remember, this is an opportunity for you to get your grades up. Turn in anything and everything. If you turn anything past due on Teams, so if you have to, like it says past due, I don't care if it's late. Just let me know that you did that so that I can give you the credit, because I don't always see it and I may have missed something. So I'm going to be making sure I go back and look at everything that's been turned in and turning that in this week, tomorrow. So if you do that, please let me know. Just shoot me an email so that you get the points. I want you guys to succeed. I want you to do well. So you know what the vocab looks like. Just going to leave it up with, so this is what I want. Please remember, don't Google the sentences. I can't give you credit if you Google the sentences. You can Google everything else. Just write your own sentences like you would in class. You wouldn't do it in class, so don't do it here, okay? Here is the 5 vocab words: sustain, persevere, eerily. I'm going to add eerie too. So you only have to do one. Eerie. Get one. There we go. Close that bracket. Give it a second. My internet's been really slow lately. Poignant and vulnerable. Here's my dope meme. I'm proud of this meme. Look at me. I'm the vocabulary now. And then it's the 5 vocabulary words. I'm actually really proud of this one. So there you go. So there's sustain, persevere, something you guys all need to do in this time. Eerily, eerie, poignant, vulnerable. Okay? There's your words. That's poignant. It's a French word rooted in French. It's not poignant, poignant. Got it? Boom. Change the GIF. Just a Brooklyn Nine-Nine one. Captain Holt. It's amazing. So IXL, you're going to be doing ELA IXL, just to be real clear. It's English IXL, ELA IXL, not math. You cannot get credit for math no matter how hard you argue for it. You're in an English class, therefore you should do English work. Can't believe I have to clarify that, but there it is. So there, nobody can say you didn't that in there. So, well, yes, it does. It says ELA Excel right there. So what you gonna do? So we're gonna be reading another story for this week's reading assignment. You're gonna be reading a story from a man named Ray Bradbury. He wrote a lot of science fiction. It's a story that we have already read, partly just kind of having us review text that you guys are a little bit more comfortable with, a little bit more familiar with. And I also just like to see how your answers have improved as a just sort of reflect on the year, how you guys would have answered, think about how you would have answered it differently previously. So what is the setting of the story? Why is the setting important? You're going to need to provide evidence of why the setting, what is the setting or why the setting is important. I want you for this question to kind of explain why is this story happening now? What is the setting? So it's not set in today, it's not set 2020, but you've got to think about why is the setting significant to the story? Why does Ray Bradbury choose the time that he does, choose the place that he does to tell the story? What does that allow? What does it unlock? Okay. Another question. So 2, 3, and 4 are all similar questions, and I've done that on purpose because I want you to really think and not necessarily just give like robotic, easy, like blah, blah, blah answers. I really need you to think about it. So why do you think there's such a harsh penalty for disobeying the instructions? Number 3 is, according to Travis, why can a small change in the past have a great effect on the future? And I need you to show evidence of a small change in the past affecting the future. And what was the result of Eccles' killing of the butterfly? So 4, we're just jumping to 4. So 4, I really want you to think about the very significant, there's like a very subtle thing that's happening at the beginning of the story that I don't want to tell you. I want you guys to work it out. So there's a specific answer. I'm potentially looking for number 4. So that's just something I want you to think about. And then use evidence from, so use the evidence. So these are all just C. So 2, 3, and 4 are, sorry, excuse me, got a little bit stumbled there. So 2, 3, and 4 are all close, but they are different, and you can provide different answers and different pieces of evidence. I cannot give you credit unless you do C. Remember, statement, evidence, example. I will be posting in Teams the C worksheet, cheat sheet, so you can look like C, so you can see 2 examples of what C looks like. But yeah, so what was the result of Eccles killing the butterfly? And then finally, what is the theme of this story? So while we look at this story, something else that I want you to think about is how are the breaking of the consequences and breaking of the rules that have been set out significant? So we're in a time where if we break the rules, potentially we could get really sick. We could get everybody we know and love in our house really, really sick. You have small choices that you make, and those can affect your future in a different way. Hold up. So really want you guys thinking about, because you're currently making decisions that are affecting your future. So that's one thing I want you thinking about consequences and straying off of the path. Think about that. And yeah, just enjoy the story. It's a nice little adventure story set outside. There's obviously potentially a dinosaur. It's probably why I have a gift. Who knows? So yeah, so think about those things, process those things, give me thoughtful answers, use your brains. It's a great time for it, okay? And then finally, your writing assignment for this week is looking forward. I want you to all think about next school year. How prepared and ready are you for next school year? So I want you to write a little bit about next school year. What do you think it's going to look like? What do you think is going to happen? How are you going to respond? How prepared and ready are you for next school year? Have you used this time in quarantine effectively? Not just for your classes, but for yourself? Have you really been taking time just to reflect on yourself and do some personal growth and just meditation, things like that? Can you change the way that you're using your time? And if you can, how will you change it? And then if that's still too much, still not enough, you can answer, what are 3 things you're looking forward to doing as soon as quarantine is over? I personally am really looking forward to going to some cool restaurants and just eating out and just enjoying just the company of just my friends and just people. just being in a place that's not my house, even though I love to be in my house. I'm getting a little bit like, all right, time to get out of here, and just enjoy like life normally. Running has helped. That really helps. Still reading my Bible. I have like mega Bible right here. So those are some of the things I'm doing to use my quarantine time effectively. This is completely unrelated, but has anybody noticed that when you take food out, like when you get food to go, feels like there's way less food and like way less nice presentation, and they just kind of are like, here's your food, bye, and they don't really super care? I feel like that's the thing, and I'm kind of like, not salty over it, but it's just, it'd be nice to be in a restaurant where they actually have to provide good service and actually really care about how your food looks and give you all of the food that you want and stuff like that. But yeah, so 600 word minimum. That is just about it. If you have questions, comment in Teams, comment on my YouTube, email me. I'm here, I'm available, I'm wanting to chat with you. There's not much else to say. Hopefully I'll see you on Zoom. But yeah, I'll send out some notifications on Teams here really shortly. You'll see this video, I'll post it. And just hope you have a great one. I miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. Make good decisions. And I will see you all later. I said, see you all later. Stop sharing. Still, no. Oh, here we go. Goodbye. Adios. Farewell now. See you.